I flew. London. I flew.
But this is what it's all about. This is about big fights, quality fights from around the world, giving the fans what they want. As it's already been said, it will be going free to air to start with, and then we will be going to encryption for £10 a month. So what do you get for £10 a month? You get 2 live shows per week, live promotions a week. That's £1.50 per show. You know, a pint of beer costs more than that. It's great value for money. This is, as I say, this is something that if you're a fight fan, you can't miss it. Obviously up on the Sky platform on 456, and Virgin, I believe, will be up on their platform soon, amongst a few others that we're talking to. So great exposure for the fighters, and more importantly, the fighters are going to be able to get regular exposure. You know, I've been promoting roughly 8 to 10 fights a year on Sky for the last couple of years. It's not enough for the fighters that I'm involved with. Fabulous to be involved with Sky, fabulous what Sky have done for boxing and continue to do for boxing. I've got a contract there which I'll see out to the end of I think it's the end of June next year. But in the meantime, my guys, my fighters who I've been able to give excuses to why they're not fighting so regularly will now get their fights. It'll be nothing for a young kid turning amateur now to have 6, 8, maybe 10 fights a year, because that's the amount of shows that we have, and that's the potential this channel has to deliver regular work and build stars with. So it's fabulous and great for boxing, and as I say, from my point of view, it is a dream come true, and I'm going to put my heart and soul into this to ensure that it's a success. I'd just like to hand over to my son Francis and other son George, who also will be doing 10 shows a year on the channel under their banner of Queensberry Promotions. They want to just say a quick few words. Over to you, boys.
Thanks. Afternoon, ladies and gents. I just wanted to just a brief word. George and I are very proud that the first ever live show on Box Nation will be promoted by Queensberry Promotions. We're looking forward to a long-standing relationship with Box Nation, and we'll be showcasing the best up-and-coming talent in the UK, as well as developing current domestic title holders into tomorrow's World Championship contenders. George and I are dedicated to making, promoting exciting fights, quality fights, and we're anticipating a bright future for Queensberry Promotions and Box Nation. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, mate. We're happy now to take any questions that you'd like to throw at us.
There's a microphone here, so if you need to ask a question, you'll bring it to them. Who's first? Well, don't be shy. This is for press. These are questions for the press.
Hi everyone, my name is Apollo James Jackson, and I'd like to ask...
Just ask the question.
Sure. I wanted to know, Frank Warren, how did you come up with this idea basically, and what is it you're trying to achieve with it?
Well, it's an idea that, along with other people who I'm going to thank at the moment, who helped us to get us to where we are, I've had for a long time, and I've always felt that there is an audience for boxing in this country. It's been proven over the years. You can go back to the heydays of BBC, 23 million people watched the Baron McGuigan Pedrosa fight. You know, you go back to the Ben Eubank fights, Colin Jones fights, all the way through, big audiences. You even look last week, 4 o'clock in the morning, pay-per-view, £15 on prime time. 40,000 people watched that at 4:30 in the morning. You know, that's a big number for that type of show, and people are paying for it. So we feel there's an audience there, and we're going to deliver to that audience the best. Are there any other questions? Hugh? Oh, sorry.
Frank, can you tell us roughly how many hours a day you'll be showing?
Right, I'll put you over to Simon on that. That's his department.
The schedule, as I said, it will evolve. But the plan at the moment is to broadcast from 6 o'clock in the evening to midnight, 7 days a week. Unless we have events coming in from overseas, then we will schedule accordingly and go through a Friday or a Saturday night if necessary. That's the initial plan, and that's how we'll be launching. But we will evolve that as and when we feel it's necessary if we want to make any changes. But that's the start.
And we're going to interact with the viewers. You know, they're going to have their say in this. We're not just going to put it out and that's it. Every week there will be a live show from Planet. Every week, I don't know if you heard me there, but every week there'll be a live show from Planet Hollywood in London, magazine programme, Bugs' Boxing Hour. We want the viewers to get involved with that. Come along to the Planet Hollywood, you can get involved in the show, interact through the internet and so forth, texting. So we want to know what the viewers want so that we can deliver it. Are there any more questions?
Frank, sorry, don't know if you know the shout, but think we're going to see Groves and De Gale on your channel at some stage down in the future?
Are we going to see what?
Groves and De Gale get another shot.
Well, I'm sure we are. I mean, that's the name of the game. Let me just tell you something. You know, what I've always done is put my fighters who I work with in with each other if they're at the same weight, because that's what the fans want. We don't keep them apart. We build fights. That's a natural rematch. It's something that will happen, and I'm sure it's going to happen sometime next year. You know, and it'll make it. It's even be a bigger fight. You've got first of all, George has got to get through Paul Smith, which will be a tough fight, and James has got to win the European title. But if you know, the winners of those fights will go on and hopefully we'll have some big fights going. You know, that they'll get involved with the ultimate that one of our guys, the last man standing from the UK, will be fighting the winner of the Stiglitz and Kessler fight. That's where we're going. That's where we're coming from. That's why the channel's done a 3-year deal with Salem Promotions, and that's why we're negotiating. And I think we're doing a long-term deal with Golden Boy and other promoters in the States. You know, Golden Boy showed their commitment to the channel. They've agreed that we broadcast the Bernard Hopkins-Chad Dawson fight. That tells you where we're coming from. We're going for the best.
Frank, can I just ask you, it was raised today about the footage that's been doing the news about the young kids doing the mixed martial art. Can I just ask your general view on that situation that's in the news?
What do I feel about martial arts?
About the mixed martial arts, and particularly the young kids.
I'll be quite honest, I'm not a fan of mixed martial arts. I'm a boxing man, it's a totally different discipline, but people do like it, and the channel will show it. It's not about what I like, it's what the viewers like, and there is a market there for it, and they can watch it. One thing I'm certain is, we're not going to have young kids fighting on there, that's for sure.
I thought it would be nice to get a reaction from some of the fighters. First of all, Nathan, your thoughts about being on Box Nation?
Well, I knew something like this was being lined up and it was in the pipeline, but obviously it's quite easy to be cynical about a new channel and everything, but coming up here today now I realise how good this could be, and I think everybody else feels the same on the table really. We just sat here and Frank's just got the list by the side of us, and he's reading through some of the fights that's going to be shown, and it's, you know, it looks awesome. You know, it's going to be exciting, I think, and just when boxing needs a lift, I think this channel could get it back to the levels that it was years ago. I think the viewing figures will be good because of the fights. They look great. We got a full table here of young talent coming through, and every fighter, you know, is a great talent on their own to be shown on the new channel, and along with the other fights from around the world, all the world title fights with Golden Boy and Sauerland Promotions. They're all the best promoters in the world with the best fighters, so I think this is going to be awesome. I really do.
And your thoughts, Tony, being part of this as well?
It's a fantastic opportunity for all the fighters sitting here, and you know, everybody involved. I've never heard a schedule so exciting in all my life, to be totally honest. So, you know, the schedule that's just been read out is second to none, and for so many companies to be involved in such a big thing, it is massive for boxing, and that's what the most important thing is here. Everybody should remember that we're all here for one thing and one thing only, and that's boxing. And we've now got a channel dedicated to it, and I think, as I say, it's massive for the sport, and a credit's got to go to these guys who have made it happen, because without them, our sport was suffering. And as I say, you know, 8 shows a year for as many talented fighters as we have on our books, it just wasn't enough. And now they're all going to get an opportunity to shine and, you know, further their careers and do better for themselves on a whole.
I just want to say that the shows at the moment are going out on Friday nights and Saturdays. The Friday nights will be for the younger fighters coming through, the Saturday nights for the guys in the big fights. So they've all got something to, you know, the younger fighters have all got something to aim for, to become Saturday night top quality prime time boxers. If they get there and get the ratings, you know, these guys can, it adds to their earning power. That's what it's going to be about at the end of the day. We've got to get viewers, and the way we attract the viewers is with good fighters and good fights. So it's actually in their hands.
And for you as well, James, you'll be on the same show at Liverpool Echo Arena on Box Nation.
I'm just going to echo what Tony Bellew said. It's fantastic that if you're a boxing fan, the channel's great. And the lineup that Frank just read out, you're in for a treat.
And on the 28th, you'll be on as well, Frankie.
Yeah, can't wait to get back in Birmingham as well. So good, but like I was saying, it's just that it's the new channel, and I'm right behind it, and I think we all are.
And for you, George, Wembley on the 5th of November.
That's right, Wembley on the 5th of November. It's going to be very good. I don't think I can add to anything anyone said. Looking forward to it. I hope it succeeds. I think it's a great idea.
There's going to be fireworks on the 5th, I promise you.
Frank, you said that...
Can we put the lights up a bit? It's very difficult to see who's speaking.
Frank, you said Golden Boy have given you the Hopkins...
Well, they haven't given it to us. There was a little bit of a negotiation.
So you've got the next Golden Boy Hopkins Dawson fight on your channel. What's the nature of their commitment? If Sauerländer signed for 3 years, what's the nature of the Golden Boy?
You know, they like. You know, I've been talking to Richard Schaefer, I've been talking to Bob Arum, I've been talking to lots of people about it, and they're showing commitment to it. And it's what it is. This is not a multi-sport channel. It is what it says up there. It's boxing, and what we're all about is bringing the best. And you know, I've always tried to do the best in everything I do, and that from my point of view, I will make sure that we're in there with a shout, getting the best fights. You know, as I said before, we're not in competition with Sky. Sky are a multi-sport channel, and we've done a great service for boxing and still continue to do so. And I'm still contracted to do some shows with them. So, you know, but for us, this is what we are. You want boxing, this is the place to be, and we will be doing deals with all the big promoters.
If it's an ongoing commitment, what's the likelihood of Amir Khan appearing on this channel, given the past relationship you have?
If we can do a deal with his people, then we'll do a deal with them. Or not me, if I'll do the deal, it'll be up to these guys on my left. You know, I'm delivering my fights. Their job is to go out and buy fights from other promoters.
Frank, I was just wondering if there was anything in the pipeline for Derek Chisora, or if his no-show suggests otherwise.
He will be fighting. Sorry, where was that question?
Yes.
Derek will be fighting soon, but we don't know where he is at the moment.
Thanks.
He's in the post.
Eifel, London. Eifel, London.